All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Crash Desktop. I'm here today playing some Flight Simulator again in VR, as I do. And yeah, we're just gonna get some flights in, different aircraft, do some practicing. I want to kind of feel out stock airplanes a little bit more. The stock airplanes in Flight Simulator are meant to be kind of approachable, kind of easy. Not all of them to the same degree. Some of them are easier than others. I suspect this one's one of the more easy ones. I'm trying to feel out which ones feel more like real airplanes. And then maybe I'll hunt down some additional third-party add-on ones. Not right now, but at a later time then, and trying to find some more challenging flight models. But also, I just want to goof around. Let's get in the cockpit. I want to start this bad boy up. I want to mess around with this more often now, too. It's especially fun in VR, for whatever reason. All right, what we got here? Brakes. Tested. And set. Okay, they are set. Choke. On. What else we got? What is with this box? Let's expand you a little bit. Wow, that is entirely useless. Oh, there we go. Okay, after it expanded, it actually decided to be cool. Okay. Choke on, throttle closed, fuel pump. Where are you at, fuel pump? That's trim. Really? This thing just has like a wacky little switch for adjusting trim. How strange. That's master, that's avionics. Where the heck's fuel pump on this bad boy? Let's see if we can evaluate that. Okay, I couldn't read that from over here. Pitfalls VR. Master switch. Neat. Starting engine. What are the ignition switches on that? Okay, yeah, well, that makes sense. Finagle that a little bit. Unfortunately, my throttle seems just a smidgen too sensitive to really accomplish that. Seems close enough. Engine gauges are all looking good. This is something I want to see. If we can put that back in. Hey, that actually happens. Cool. This is something that was demonstrated to me today. You should see a drop in RPM on these. One more than the other, probably. Neat. All right. Everything else looks cool. Turn my avionics on. What are you? That's an... Oh, you're inoperable. Well, isn't that nice? Inoperable. Inoperable. Huzzah, stock. Alright, we'll turn those on too. Anyway, let's close that bad boy up. What else do we got here? Oh, there's the choke off, avionics on. And that. Okay. Let's do some flying. I'm gonna head down to the other end of this field. Okay. I think this thing takes off with no flaps, so that's fine. Now let's off axis and look out our window here real quick. Yeah, we're clear. Clear enough anyway. Okay. Go down a little further, then we're gonna turn around. Honestly, this thing has such short takeoff capability. Probably doesn't really matter, but, you know. Okay. We'll have to play with that later. I wonder if we can get like super short takeoffs with some flaps. I think this is a good enough turnaround point as any. Cool. All right, let's rock. Look. Looks good. And the ground effect to gain speed. And away we go. I don't know what the optimal climb is for this thing, but this seems pretty solid. This is something I wanted to look at. With a lot of these planes in the simulator, something that real planes do is the noses. It's just, they're not perfect. They don't fly perfectly like the simulated ones tend to do. There's some nose drift and whatnot, and I'm not really noticing any need to do anything about that here. In fact, I don't see the slightest even hint of it. Not even a bit. What are we at? About 2,500 almost? Cool. Alright, we're gonna make a turn here. A little bit. That felt good though. Well, let's see. Is there any kind of drift occurring? Not particularly. Nothing that I'm really seeing. Just all seems very normal. We'll level off about here. Bring that up just a smidge more. There we go. Just gonna use the trim to keep that easy. I'm gonna do a turn here. See if we keep it on the money. Trending downwards here. We're back that RPM down a little bit. Aren't this supposed to be set to? I don't know anything about operating this plane for real. Not a lot of good information on it. I'm gonna go with 5,400. All right, let's correct that. That's pretty good. Let's go down a little bit, and then we'll try, like... Where are we at? We're at about 4,000 feet. Let's lower ourselves down a little bit. We'll work on these coordinated turns here. Okay. Let's push the power back up and start climbing again. I want to go slow. I want to see how slow we can go. And, like, maintain it. Take it down to 60 here. Take it even lower. Lower. There we go. It starts to wibble wobble around there a bit. Should be able to, like, stall. Start powering down here. Ooh. There we go. Okay. It's not bad. It's very forgiving. Go land it. Let's bring it back around. About where I want to be. Turn more. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna turn here. Some flaps out. Looking good. Okay. This look pretty good. Okay. Final thing of flaps. Watch out for those little trees. We need a little power here. There we go. Just a smidge needed. Wow, look at that short little rollout on this thing. Good grief. Hey, how's it going? Pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. Now that I got it working pretty well, it's a much better piloting experience. That just gave me like a weird sense of motion as I came to a stop. Like I kept feeling like I needed to be going forward there. That was funny. You get weird stuff like that. I love it. No, the graphically it is obviously not as nice by any stretch of the imagination, of course, compared to what you can get out of it in flat mode. But the piloting experience is great, and I'm still not over like the physicality of like, oh, there's my wing, there's my struts, there's my flaps, they're just right there, they're to scale. It's pretty great. Landings are super fun. Man, that was really nice. This thing is really nice to land, but it's kind of tricky with these slats. They're just like, let's stop the plane. You gotta be careful with that. Yeah, I had to overclock my graphics card a decent bit. Not a lot. You can't get a lot out of a 2070 Super, but I got a little bit out of it. And then I had to optimize it. I think, what am I running on right now? I am rolling with... the big thing that helped was I actually found the default render resolution at 100% is actually higher quality than the resolution of the headset that I'm using. like by about 20% or so, a little more than that even. And if I turn it down to 80, it's still slightly higher than the resolution of the index. So it still looks nice, but it doesn't use up as much resources. If I go any lower than that, it starts to look really bad. Temporal anti-aliasing I keep on because it looks nice unless I'm flying something that has a HUD, because TAA screws that up. And then, yeah, everything else is pretty much low and medium. I put trees at high because it just makes everything look better, and textures. And then everything else is pretty low to middling. But it gets you a good experience. I also, in Steam VR, I frame locked it to 30, which is like not usually a good thing in VR, but it's proving acceptable for the flight simulator, because it is a multiple of 90, which is the target frame rate on the headset. So it seems to be working out. I think with a better graphics card, I could get it to look prettier and still run that well and be a little more stable. Let's turn this bad boy off here. So we would shut this down. What would we turn off? We'd turn these off. We would turn that off. What would it be? It would be these, wouldn't it? I think. I don't know if you would shut the key off or if you would shut the mags off. Let's find out. I guess that counts. Oh, that's cool. So it'll just let me continue. Okay, so that would work because that's just a starter. This is true. It doesn't have to be super high frame rate. I don't know, most VR stuff runs pretty well as long as it's some multiple of your target frame rate. It is fairly acceptable. The big thing would be judder, but I don't get a lot of it in this. There's a smidge where it like jumps a tiny bit, but it's not too bad. Now, glass cockpit planes are iffy at best. They don't behave themselves too well. You get this weird cross-eyed view when you load screen. But I've been enjoying it. It makes piloting a lot better. A lot closer to reality. I'm gonna try a different plane. Same runway, because I like that runway. Although that plane, I gotta fly that thing more just for fun. The short takeoff and landing on it is ridiculous. They're just too, we need something a little less friendly. A little more challenge to it. I wonder how the Pipistrel actually is. I'm trying to pay more attention to how these stock planes handle versus kind of real planes, how well behaved they are. Fill this bad boy up. Do clear skies in the afternoon again. This plane, I was surprised by this plane. I hadn't really flown it. Like, I haven't flown either of these very much, and I found it super enjoyable. The Cap 10, it's very, very entertaining. Oh! I didn't start it, shut down. I wanted to mess with the startup on it. I haven't tried that yet. I want to do that more often. It's okay, we'll stick ourselves over there.
To Oscar Hotel Niner, traffic Robbins.
Let's see if we can... You know what, it'll be easier to just go back and load back in, now that it's loaded it. I don't know, I haven't done a lot of it, but I'm trying to do more of it as I've been learning more, and it's really fun. Scratch a little more of that operate the machine itch. The reason I'm messing with a lot of tail draggers right now is there's a particular tail dragger add-on plane that I really want to mess with, and it's a pain in my butt. So that's what we're up to. We're building up to that. A little later in the... Yeah, that'll work. I was gonna say that should load in a smidge quicker. Cool. Let's see what this plane's like. I don't even know. What do we got? Pull up the checklist. I'm just going to do an evaluation so it'll
Parking
run it.
brake. Set. Avionics master switch. On. Master switch.
Okay.
On. Strobe lights.
Yeah, that seems important.
On. Throttle.
Really?
Full. Mixture. Rich. Fuel selector.
What's it got? Forward?
FWD. Electric fuel pump.
Yeah, no, you can get it to kind of walk you through it. It's fun. You can also just be like, I don't remember where that is, and you can hit this little button over here, and it'll highlight it and point it out for you.
On until flow peaks, then off. Throttle.
I was going to say,
1 centimeter. Mixture.
that should be about right. What are we doing? Leaning?
Lean.
Yeah.
Magnetos.
Where are they at on this?
Both.
Yeah.
Starter.
Is it just that? Uh-huh. It's a little push button.
On. Mixture.
Oop, I was too early. You gotta time that right.
Rich when engine starts.
There you go.
Throttle. Adjust 1000 RPM. Oil pressure. Check.
Neat. And one other thing we could look at is we could check these. This is something I was shown today. Should be able to see a drop in RPM. Yeah. When you switch one or the other magneto off. So that's cool. That worked. I think that's everything we really need. I don't think there was anything checklist-wise more. After starting engine, what does it have us do? Lights is required and parking brake release. Okay, thanks. All right, let's turn parking brake off, roll down the runway. I'm going down to the other end. Wish we could start closer to that end. That'd be cool. But that's okay. I like my sound's a little low in this plane too. Could just be VR in general being a little quieter than necessary. Put it up at 100%. See how it is once we get in the air. Sometimes it gets a lot louder. I love these little stunt planes in VR. They're so much fun. You operate that? Heck no, they're not gonna let me operate that. Jerks. Get aftermarket planes for that. Of course. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying. All right. Oop, that was not quite as much as I wanted. Wanted a little more than that. That's okay. That's more like it. All right, let's see how this guy flies. Have a good one. Let's see, what do we got? Kilometers per hour. This all seems reasonable. Ooh, ooh. Get a little wibbly wobbly there. I gotta work on my tail dragger takeoffs so much. I don't know what any kind of like optimal climb or anything for this plane is. See, this plane feels twitchier. I like it. It feels a little more real. I feel like I'm getting pushed around by like airflow. There's some yaw shenanigans occurring. A little more dynamic. Let's see what kind of flight dynamics we got here. Gain some airspeed. I was going to say, I don't think that slow is our optimal climb speed by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe about here-ish. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. This thing can probably climb faster than this, but yeah, there it goes. There we go. I'm gonna head this way. I gotta work on that. So this thing like loses lift like crazy in a turn. Goodness gracious. All right, let's drop the nose a smidge. Hang out about right here. Gain some speed and see when we start regaining climb speed. There it goes. Could be better. Very sensitive. It's a good little plane. What the hell is happening there? That that doesn't work. What a weird. Why is that there? What a weird thing to have there. I don't even know. All right, we're gonna gain some airspeed now. At the time. Yeah, that doesn't need like much of anything. Barely need to put some pressure on that in a turn. Let's get used to this plane. This plane's very different. It's quite twitchy by comparison. I'm going to bring this down to 2,500 RPMs. It seems like a reasonable performance amount. We're going to correct that sink rate. I still feel like the controls are a little too twitchy, but it's not too bad. All right, let's do some things. Yeah, that is a high performance machine. Very twitchy. Okay. Let's do some like actual maneuvering here. Not bad. Not bad at all. A little overdid it there, but that's okay. Need some real speed here. We'll roll there, but that's okay. Climb at 10 degrees. It's like somewhere in between 7.5 and 10. Seems to be the sweet spot there for maximum climb rate. Oh, what an odd little plane. I don't know how well we'll do landing it there, but we'll try. All right, we're going to descend. Take that down to about there. That seems reasonable. I'll maintain that speed there. Hello, how's it going? I think I just I'm sticking my face out the plane. That's what's happening there. I wanted to be a little slower, a little closer, a little higher. Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know a lot about the Quest 2, to be completely honest with you. What are the specs on that one again? I guess that's the two big questions, actually, is what are the specs and how expensive is it? 'Cause that's going to be the deciding factors. Okay. We're going to come about. Not quite yet. Hard to see in this plane. Oop, I bounced. That was sloppy. It wasn't super sloppy, but it was sloppy. I think on most of these, I could wait a little bit longer on that second thing of flaps. Just a tiny bit longer. But it wasn't too bad. I didn't know that it did that. That's interesting there. I don't know what else I would need to turn off here to consider this plane off. That's impressive. See, there's the nice thing about Oculus is the pricing. Goodness gracious. That's excellent. I don't know. It might be worth it if you want to get into more VR stuff again. I don't know how it would look in a simulator. Yeah, that's something. How does it compare resolution-wise to the original Vive? Because I found the original Vive was a little lackluster in this. If it's higher resolution than that, I don't remember what the numbers were, but if it's higher than that, I expect it would be pretty nice. Try a different plan. Okay, yeah, that's... No kidding. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, okay. You might do pretty good. I don't remember how much faster the 3070 is compared to the 2070 Super, but I think it's a decent bit. I haven't looked at the benchmarks on those ones. What about this little guy? Mess around with that more. I don't know, I'm just enjoying getting flights in. It doesn't even really necessarily matter what I'm flying. I need to try these things out more often. They're kind of nice because they're Cessna-y. They're stick. Which is pretty cool. Let's do this little guy. I haven't messed with this much. You know what? Nah. There's a plane I want to try. We're gonna fight with something. Where's it at? I just keep having problems every time I try to fly this plane, but gosh, if I don't want to fly it. Such a good mod. Put fuel in it. We'll do that. Need a good airport for this. Actually, wait a minute. We'll just go here. It was near where I was flying around anyway. Yeah, I know. These biplanes are really cool. But it's like, this one in particular keeps giving me problems, and you're about to see it. There's a bunch of issues with it. Especially with VR, there's a problem I'd love to solve. But it keeps causing me issues in that they have a pilot modeled, and you're supposed to be able to hide him, but he doesn't disappear in VR for some reason. They didn't program him right or something. So not being able to get rid of him causes issues, because then he like pops up at inopportune times. This may be a flat mode only kind of plane. The other problem is it likes to just yaw itself into oblivion. I don't know if there's any updates for it. I might need to check that. Hey, wait a tick. He's not there. Maybe they updated it. I'm okay with this. This one is so cool. Look at this thing. Isn't it beautiful? It's such a neat plane. But watch what happens when I try to take off. So we're gonna lock the tail wheel. And we're gonna try our darndest, but it's gonna go poorly. I'll tell you that much right now. It always does. Oh, you know what would help? Taking the brakes off might help. No, this was a Carenado add-on I bought. It just looked too beautiful not to try it out, and then it's had handling problems. We're gonna see. It might be better now. On takeoff, it's got too much oomph, and it has a tendency to crash like crazy. Like it... Well, you'll see. It yaws wildly. But we'll try. gonna try. There it goes. Look at that. Look at that. It's so dumb. What is that garbage? That is not... it's very frustrating. It's, I think, the single hardest planes. To make it work smooth in VR? Yeah, I can show you. So mine, I had to overclock my graphics card a little bit. You can't get much out of a 2070 Super overclock-wise. But I got 175 megahertz overclock on it, and about 500 on the RAM, which I think doubles. Which gave me just a tiny bit more oomph. And then game settings-wise, I found the biggest impact is the render scaling. And what I found was that the default 100% render scale is actually like 20-something, 30% higher than the render resolution on the headset. So I set the headset to 100%, and I cranked this down to 80%, and it's still slightly higher than the headset's resolution, but because it's just a little bit higher, it still looks okay. Everything is still legible, and it looks decent. If it goes any lower than that, it starts to look really awful. Yeah, no, it's like probably a little bit of crosswind. I don't remember what direction it was headed. It would be going that way. So that would, I think, move us that way a little bit. Maybe. Because it might be catching the tail and trying to push it around. But most of it, I think, is P-factor on the engine. Just trying to yaw the plane around. And it's just a really tricky takeoff. But yeah, everything else is pretty much low to medium with like 2 or 3 things on high. Like textures and trees. And it seems to look really good. It seems so, at least on this headset. Although right now it's really struggling. I don't know why. Let's see. Why are we having problems right now, game? I'm gonna back out of. I'm gonna restart this thing. It did not like that one bit. Something is killing my frame rate.
Wilmington Tower 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta at runway 22
I know.
ready for takeoff straight out departure.
Well, I think if I had a better card, I could get it to run a lot better. But something is just murdering my frame rate right now. What the heck is going on? Nothing else on my computer is running that should be doing this. It's like the game's freaked out. Didn't change anything. We're gonna go back to main menu. Something went very wrong there. There we go. It's back to normal. That very well might happen. I've heard a couple of people talking about this. Like there's some kind of memory leak occurring. Seems okay now. If it does it again, we will give it a try. So what's our wind doing here? It shouldn't be too bad. Is the streaming lagging right now? That is interesting. Let's see if it keeps doing it. If not, I'll have to restart. I should probably just stick to the same airport I was flying around as much as I can. Now where did it put me? I think it put me it put me back at the grass field. Oh well. We'll do that. We'll try it. I don't think it's gonna go well. We're gonna try it. I don't think there's enough runway here. Lock the wheel. No. Where are you going, plane? It just like goes places. Okay, we're getting closer to being able to do this right. It just didn't go very well. You really got to put this thing into ground effect too, good grief. Okay, that was not great, but we got it in the air. We're getting there. I think it's a matter of keeping that tail down as long as physically possible. Boy, this thing's nice, though. Alright, how fast are we going? It's our, I don't know what our ideal climb in this plane is, but it seems to be pretty good. We're gonna turn away from that, though. Losing too much speed. I think the ideal climb rate's somewhere in here. We need to change the weather. That's better. You don't need any stupid problems. Okay. I'm so happy I have this in the air now because I really want to fly this plane. I actually have a really fun idea for a series of long streams to do in this plane if I can get better at flying it, so. I think we want to stay right around here. That's about 100. Seems pretty solid. See, this feels like it's got a little more dynamics to it. See how the nose is kind of drifting around a bit? This is nice. This is a thing. So I've actually had the chance to go up in a couple of real planes recently, and one thing I've really noted the difference from a simulator, between a simulator and reality, is real planes have some wandering. The nose can wander around. They get more pushed around by wind. There's dings and scratches and things that aren't perfect about them that makes them not just fly in a perfect straight line like some kind of super machine. And you have to account for that, and a lot of the stock planes don't do that. Yeah, I know you really can't see anything forward if you can. I've only gotten the chance to do so recently, and it was wonderful. I actually got to go up in a Piper J4 today, like an antique, like old school Piper, and it was great. It was great. It was so much fun. So this plane is excellent. This add-on, it feels more real. I love this, like the windscreen here is excellent. All right, how many feet are we? Wow, we are climbing like crazy here. Let's level off. That climb rate under control. There we go. You feel how it's like like, well, you can't feel it, but it's like, I don't know, it feels better. I don't know how else to describe it. That's cool. I would do that definitely once all this mess is over with. That sounds like a lot of fun. All right, so we probably need to lean a little bit. Right about there. All right, let's pull this up. Get a little trim involved here. Make this easier on myself. There we go. All right. Not bad. Let's do some turns. Let that nose go back down. Wow, that nose like rises up when you do that. Look at that. Part of that was my error, but no, it has a tendency to come up. There we go. They're just like charter flights, because that's really cool. There's some places near me that do that. Well, I guess they don't right now. When COVID wasn't going on, our local glider club actually let people do like, they called them discovery flights, where they'd take you up and fly you around a bit. It was really cool. Try to get new members. Wow, this thing is so nice to fly. All right, we're gonna do snappy turns. Oh man, that is beautiful. Oh, it's so good. I'm letting the nose wander around too much here. I gotta work on this. This plane is a little bit different. There you go. Oh, those do, don't they? They have like a built-in parachute system. I know about that because they mentioned it in the description of it in here for one of them. But it's not modeled. So we should be able to do light stunt work in this. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what kind of control we can get over it. I'm gonna descend a few thousand feet. I know, right? No. I don't even know what plane I would get if I won the lottery. I'd have to become a pilot. It's probably something easy. Like, officially. I'm actually going to work on that. But as far as if I would want to, like, what I would want to own if I could own a plane, I don't even know. I was looking at these in real life. I think they're like $500,000. And they're all custom made. There aren't very many of them. I'm like, good grief. Alright. This seems good. Bring that nose back up. Keep this at the top of the green arc. Okay. So, what can we do? Let's try to climb at increasingly low speeds under power. Let's do that. We gotta be careful because we're gonna gain so much altitude. Like, I should have probably dropped a few thousand more feet. Alright, so we've already climbed at that. Let's, see if we can maintain 80 here. Drop that nose a little bit. There we go. Not a very efficient climb rate, let me tell you. Go lower. I want to see where it stalls. Seems okay. It's getting touchy. We're getting close. I don't know what the stall speed on this plane is under power. Right about here. So it seems. Yep. Okay. Let's stall it. It stalls gracefully. I'm gonna try to, I wanna like, see if it'll enter a spin and all. Let's idle this bad boy. Nah. There it goes. Bet you I could have corrected that sooner. Not bad. Alright, we're gonna go at the full power. We're gonna gain some speed, and we're gonna try to do an aileron roll. I don't think this thing's gonna do like loops for days, but we'll try. But I'm gonna do an aileron roll first. I don't know what speed we need. We'll get up to like 140. Yeah, it doesn't like it. Needs more speed. It's not the greatest aerobatics, but they said you can do light aerobatics in it. Just doesn't roll very quick. Not the best at it. We're running into a little bit of lag at the moment. I think I might have wandered too far from the airfield. There's definitely something going on with the VRAM right now. Okay, there we go. That's stabilized. So, I don't see this thing doing a loop personally, but I'm gonna try it. Get a lot of speed. A lot of speed. Like, I don't like how low I am trying to do this. Heck no. It just kind of flops over the top. Not the greatest aerobatics performer in the universe, but that's okay. It's nice to fly. You accept that you can't like do snap rolls in it. All right, let's see if I can land it. It depends on what you want to play. There are a couple of good ones. I'm trying to think what's my favorite. If you're into shooter games, there's Zero Caliber VR was extremely fun. I'd have to look. There's some other stuff. There's like a submarine game that was co-op that was kind of wild. If you're into Star Trek, there's a Star Trek game that's actually really fun that's co-op where you're like the bridge crew. I don't mind playing some co-op stuff. That, as far as first-person shooters in VR, that Zero Caliber was really working for me. That was very fun. I have a friend that picked it up for his index, and we played it a bit. That was very entertaining. Now we're gonna start descending and see if we can land this thing. Might be interesting. I don't know how it's gonna go. about. Come out wide a bit. I'm not sure how well this is going to work. Especially without flaps and whatnot. I don't know how this is going to fly, actually. Let's see. You turn sharper. There we go. I don't know if you can slip these. I feel like this isn't going to land well here. I'm too fast. It requires a little bit longer run, I think. Yeah. I'm going to go around. It's harder to land these because they don't have any kind of flaps or air brakes or anything really you can use. Those are rather challenging. Alright, that looks about right. Go out further. I mean, this is where you should turn. And I don't know. I'm coming about. See, it just wants to stall. Too close to stall speed. Need to be dramatically lower and slower. That seems a little better. I'm gonna try it. I don't think this is gonna go well. I mean, look at how fast you come in on this thing. Ooh, it's crazy. Crazy landings. I did it. It was rough. I don't think it doesn't have anything. I mean, look. There's no flaps, spoilers. Just trim. What do you do? Is that the brake? I don't even know what the hell that is. There's nothing. Biplanes, man. There ain't much to them. Landing is interesting, to say the least. Let's see, though. It has some procedures, so let's see what they say. Here we go. All right. It says to approach at 80. That seems so fast. 80 and kind of low. How crazy. No, generally speaking, I don't. That I kind of did because it's a weird menu. Let's see, like, what would I have to get closer to actually read? Not much. I can read that, all of that is just fine. Pretty much fine. If I want to read, like, the small print on a lot of this stuff, like to know exactly what light, maybe. That's manifold. If I wanted to read any of this, but I don't know how much of it actually does anything. But no, the majority of the instruments I can, oh no, it's pretty clear. It's not bad. The Vive was like that. It was like everything in the distance was blurry. But this thing's pretty solid. Like, it looks fairly normal. It's not as crystal clear as it would be in flat mode, but it's pretty good. Let's reset and try this. I want to try to take off again. That was fun. The landings, good grief, they're very hard. Okay. Lock that tail wheel. Pull that back. Brakes off. And away we go. See if we can get it in the air without it being crazy. You need to build up enough speed that it can come off the ground without it, like, yawing all over the darn place. There it goes. It goes crazy. That is nuts. What a weird takeoff. I don't know about that. Let me try that one more time. At least I'm getting it in the air. That's the important part. How's the field of view on the Quest versus the Index? I don't even know. No, it definitely feels wild. It sure seems that way anyway. Let's throttle it up faster. It's like the minute you get the nose off the ground, you actually need to let off the right rudder a bit. Oh, hey, you know what would help? Releasing the darn brakes might help. we go. There we go. That looked like a takeoff. Wow, this thing can turn. Okay, it's a little bit less. That looked like an honest-to-God airplane takeoff. Wait, I'm gonna do that one more time. I'm so excited I actually did that right. It was still really sloppy. I still, like, slewed over that way really bad, but... It's like the minute you let that nose down, you gotta start dancing. I mean, that'll look pretty nice. That's gonna look real nice. Okay, so it's definitely like full stick aft until you hit about that 40 mile per hour mark. Look at that! Look at that! Oh, nope, come back, come back. Look! Oh, dude, I'm starting to get it. This thing needs a lot of rudder input to turn at high bank angles. Like a lot. I'm so happy now. I'm starting to get this plane. I want a bigger runway though. I think I'm gonna go over to that Wilmington Air Park to try to land it. I need a little more room to practice. All right, we're doing that. I know this is like boring mode that I keep doing this over and over again, but we're doing that one more time because I've really been wanting to get this in. I have a fun idea of a series of streams to do in this plane from something I was reading about today. I don't want to say anything more yet. It's going to take a little planning on my part, but it would be a crossing the country kind of deal in this thing. So it would take a really damn long time, but it would be really fun. All right, here we go. One more time, folks. We're doing this one more time. I am so happy right now. It was already starting to nose down there. No. No. That was sloppy. But getting closer. I think I had the tail wheel unlocked at that point. I don't know if you're supposed to lock the tail wheel during takeoff or not. Let's see if it's in the checklist. It actually handled better without it, but I feel like realistically you would have that tail wheel locked. Doesn't say anything about it. That's interesting. We're gonna try it without it. All right, stick all the way back. Slowly throttling up. Power. Nose down. Off the ground. Stay in the ground effect. Gain the speed. Bank into the turn. And we're taking off. Look at that. Oh, I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy. I can fly this plane now. Okay. We're gonna get here. We're gonna get to this highway. We're gonna follow it over in the direction of that one air park. We're gonna try to land there. Because I'd very much prefer to land there. Just don't feel like there's enough airfield for this. I think it's hard to land. Too much. There we go. That's just the right amount. I might need to delete my manual cache. I wonder if there's problems with it. I've seen them mention that in patch notes before, is that sometimes you need to delete the manual caching. We might need to do that. Let the rolling cache do its work. Is that air park anyway? Is that it over there? I can't tell. We're gonna fly in this direction until we find it. Guess I could look at the map. about 6,000. Leaned. I think that's it over there. Can't be sure. Let's correct some of our stuff here. I think that's it. Yeah, that's totally it. This thing is so freaking cool. Oh my gosh. I love this plane. This is a cool plane. Biplanes, man, they're awesome. Biplanes are very cool. Go to the nearest airport list. Wilmington.
Wilmington Tower 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta is 7 miles northwest with India to land. 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta Wilmington Tower. Enter left traffic runway 22 right. Altimeter 29er 2 wind 277 at tree.
22 right.
Make left traffic runway 22 right Charlie Tango Delta.
That's gonna be, I believe, heading that way. Let me adjust some things here. What that means. 22 would be like that way, wouldn't it? All right. Well, we're gonna go that way and then turn around and come back. Okay. should be about the same altitude. I'm not really 100% on that. I don't know what altitude this airfield's at, but it's looking good. We'll try to land at it.
Charlie Tango Delta cleared to land runway 22 right. Wind 277 at tree.
I think it's telling me the wrong way. Yeah, it is. We're not even close. Me not navigating well.
Charlie Tango Delta.
So we're like not even remotely in the right place. We need to come around. That's okay because we got a lot of altitude to burn, so why don't we? We'll try it. We'll go out here and then turn in. I'm actually gonna like do a nice lazy turn here. We've already goofed the whole thing up. Hey. Yeah, I'm actually able to get it off the ground now, which is nice. I've been working on it. But I'm like really awfully located at the moment and totally not where I should be. I'm just kind of sucking at this approach, but I needed a little more runway for my landing attempt, which is very hard in this plane. Alright, we need to get into position here sooner rather than later. So let's turn it. It can turn so sharp, we might as well like come in a little bit like this, but I'd like to be a little further out. I think we're too high. I'm gonna throttle down here. Yeah, no, it's weird. It's working though now. But I've been practicing tail draggers like crazy, so one would hope it would work. This is like the laziest approach ever in the history of approaches, but I have no idea what I'm doing in this plane, so I need to kind of take it lazy. Come on. This is actually looking really solid now. I mean, I'm high, that's the problem. Here, let's try some shenanigans. There we go. A little bit better. Bring you over a bit. Okay, here we go. Bouncy. I'll take it though. Nope.
Charlie Tango Delta, turn next taxiway.
Crazy burn. Oh god. It's so crazy on the ground. Probably need to turn the tail wheel off for the landing. I actually found now it... No flavor noodles. Pretty much. The hell's the next taxiway? The takeoffs seem to be working better with the tail wheel now, which doesn't seem realistic. But it's a thing.
Charlie Tango Delta, turn next taxiway.
Okay. Where's the darn thing, you jerk? All the way the heck up there. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Alright, let's go back to the main menu real quick, because there's something I need to tweak. I want to fly this some more. Actually, I have a fun idea of some videos or streams to do with this plane that would be kind of an interesting long haul thing. Oop, oop, oop. There it goes. It's crashing. Didn't like that. Wow, it did not like that. Did VR just crash? I can't tell. Definitely not doing anything. Why is it still showing this game? Oh boy, it's super crashed, folks. Give me a second. Oh boy. Oh boy. What are you doing here? I don't want you, you stupid thing. Yeah, no, that's what it felt like too. They tweaked something, but it kind of like bounced it back the other way. Good grief. What is going on? My entire computer has rebelled against me now. And it appears that VR has just straight up crashed. I have to work on that. Like it's displaying it's displaying Flight Simulator, but Flight Simulator is not active. Oh boy. I'll tell you what, when VR crashes this game, it crashes this game. I don't see it. So I think we're done playing VR tonight. And I'll be honest with you, I'm pretty tired. So I'm probably going to stop here anyway because it's getting a little late and I am just exhausted. I had a long day. So I think we'll take the hint. We'll stop here. But I hope everybody's been enjoying. Ooh, let me see this. Oh, that's fun. Dude, that's so cool. So cool. I don't even know, man. That just sounds like a sweet gig. Let me see. I want to see this. We're looking this up now. Let me see. Can I? Here I am. Can we just like see this thing? Here, I'm gonna disable VR. So things are gonna get weird here very quickly. Hello. Hey, there we go. Goodness gracious. Yeah, that didn't go too well. Let me see this though. I need to see this plane. We're gonna look at this. I'm not familiar enough with it to know what it looks like. I'm looking it up real quick. MQ. I want to see this. Ooh, spiffy. Wait, is this one of the? Is this one of the droney ones? That's fun. That's really cool, dude. Yeah, dude, that's so neat. Okay, that's awesome. Let's see. I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna try to re-engage this. I don't think I'm gonna do. Ah, it's not worth fighting with it right now. VR is just like, please stop what you're doing to me. Oh, dude, that's just crazy. That's so cool. All right, I'm gonna pull this up. I don't know which one it is, but I've got pictures here. I'm googling. There we go. It's that bad, but okay. All right, people. There we go. It's this bad boy. That's neat. How big is that thing, actually? This is a thing with drones, is you're so used to the idea of a drone being kind of smallish that, like, when you see a picture of one, you're like, how big is that? That looks like it's huge. Dude. That's awesome. I need like some bananas for scale. That's what we need. Oh my, yeah, no, it's a big one. What a neat thing. Dude, that's awesome. That's such a sweet gig. Look at how cool that thing looks. This is ridiculous. I don't even know. I just don't even know. That's an awesome, awesome thing. How neat. Yeah, dude. No, that is. I'm excited for you. That's like pretty awesome. What a cool gig. Well, I'm excited for you. Congratulations on that, and have fun with it because that sounds like it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and like stop here for the evening because I am actually starting to fade fast. Like I said, I got up super early this morning and I am exhausted, but it was worth it because I got to go up in a real plane, and that's worth it. So worth. But I will be on. I should be on tomorrow, probably later in the afternoon or the evening in my usual times. And we'll play some more of this. And like I said, I have a neat idea, something I want to try with the YMF5, like maybe a series and do. I won't say exactly what because I got to read up on it more. But there's something interesting I was reading about earlier, and it'll involve crossing the country. So that might be fun. But I got to do a little more research because I'm a nerd and I need to know my history first, so I can talk about it. So, but anyway, I hope everybody's been enjoying. VR shenanigans aside, here we'll throw this bad boy up just so we got something here. But I appreciate y'all coming out, and everybody have a good evening, and I'll see you next time.